And a very good morning then from the final park here on my Florida trip for 2025. It is, of course, Hollywood Studios, a park that opened back in 1989 as MGM Studios and is actually the third park to be built here at the Walt Disney Resort. Sits on about 135 acres, features 2 roller coasters and a number of dark rides, one of which is absolutely exceptional. Of course, Rise of the Resistance, found over at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Cannot wait to get back on that. You've obviously got the Hollywood Tower of Terror here as well, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. You've got Slinky Dog Dash, so many good rides here. Can get a very busy park this, but either way, it's going to be a fantastic day. We've also got a showing of Fantasmic later on at 9 p.m, so we're putting in highlights of that show as well. Park hours today then, 9 a.m. through until 9 p.m. Let's go. And here we are through those entrance turnstiles then, and there he is at the top of the spinning globe. It's Mickey himself as we enter Hollywood Boulevard, inspired by the same street over in LA. And it serves as obviously the main entrance to the park here, the main street, with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway down at the end there. Cannot wait to get back on that again. It's a really fun trackless dark ride, that. And here we are. Oh, it's great to be back. Really is great. Enjoy this. There's so many areas of this park that I kind of remember back when it was MGM Studios, you know. Still haven't changed. The Indiana Jones show is exactly the same as it was back when I first visited here in 1991. A long time ago now. This park's seen a lot of expansion since then. Obviously Sunset Boulevard with the Hollywood Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster. None of that was there when I first visited here. And obviously Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway has only kind of recently changed. Obviously before that it was the Great Movie Ride. Who remembers that? Ah, that building in front really does look great, doesn't it? I do kind of miss the big Fantasia hat that they used to have out here though. Who remembers that? Oh, there he is. There's the statue. Bit of a throwback to MGM. There we are. And you got the little plaque just down there to the left. Because of course, yeah, a lot of active production studios did occur on this side. There was quite a few of those buildings, but they were all removed in the early 2000s. Which is a shame, really. I used to like all that kind of stuff. The pathways are looking pretty empty down here, actually. Not quite sure what the standby time is for Mickey and Minnie's. If it's not too bad, yeah, we'll make that our first ride. Yeah, why not? And it's a 50-minute wait then for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And actually, yeah, looking at the app, most of the rides at the moment are exceeding an hour. So yeah, it's a pretty busy day here at the park. So what I'm actually going to do is head back to Sunset Boulevard, and we're going to go and catch the new show, Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After. Yeah, it's a brand new show since I last visited. Next showing at 11 o'clock. So yeah, we'll go and catch that. Why not? We'll come back and do this a little bit later on. Grauman's Chinese Theatre, though, looking great. Got all kind of the handprints on the floors down here. I like the Kermit one here. And I've made my way back over to Sunset Boulevard there. Nice little water feature here just on the left side. And of course these classic traffic lights as well. Remember hearing those at Universal Studios the other day. And the Trolley Car Cafe just off to the right, which, like I say, pick up a breakfast in there, cinnamon bun or something. It is just a Starbucks in there, but still. You know, always quite partial to a cinnamon bun. And the Legends of Hollywood sparkle on Sunset Boulevard. There we are. I can remember when that used to be an eatery of some kind in there. You used to have some of the costumes from some of the film series. I can remember did they have Leonardo DiCaprio's Titanic uniform in there or something, but yeah, it's completely different now. It's like a jeweler's in the first part. Yeah, it's all changed a lot, that. Real Vogue just off to the left, all the buildings of Sunset Boulevard, and yeah, like I say, this was the first big expansion to this park, opened in July 1994. Of course, you've got the Hollywood Tower at the back there, absolutely iconic Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith, and Beauty and the Beast, the showing as well, which is due to start soon. But like I say, I do want to catch the Villains show, Unfairly Ever After. Yeah, looking forward to seeing that. Oh, look at the tower though. Absolute icon of this park. And still one of the best versions of that ride, in my opinion. Look at the facade. Oh, it's great. All these eateries on the left, get some nice ice cream over there. And here we are, just to the right then is the Theatre of the Stars, which, like I say, you will be able to catch at Beauty and the Beast show. And just past that on the ride is how you actually get access to the Fantasmic stage. And like I say, we will be catching that a little bit later on. The Hollywood Tower Hotel. I'll have to check into my room a little bit later on. Heard the lifts aren't working at the moment. Oh, the classic music around here as well. There's the ice cream shop that I was just talking about. Beautiful ice cream from in there. Highly recommended. Oh, stunning. And then just off to the left, which is where at the moment you'll find Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. Now this is set to change as the Muppets are moving here. So yeah, I suspect this facade is going to change. Obviously the story and the theming of the ride is going to change. No actual close date yet for that big refurb, but I suspect that it will be coming very soon. And part of me will miss this big guitar here that kind of ends with this car on the facade. I think it looks absolutely awesome. Yeah, not quite sure what the theming will look like once the Muppets moves in here. But yeah, that'll be coming in very soon. So yeah, we'll definitely be getting my possibly final rides on here today. Love the facade though, so good. And it's currently a 70-minute wait then for Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. They do have a single rider line, so I may join that after I've caught this show. Villains, Unfairly Ever After. Now this actually replaced Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. I like the signage for the back at the back there. That looks really cool. All nice and embossed. Nice little photo point there. And yeah, next showing at 11 a.m. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what this is all about. Of course, this is kind of a prelude to the main land that's going to be coming to Magic Kingdom, all based on the villains, with that new roller coaster coming. So yeah, coming up will be highlights of the show. I'm really excited for this.
Magic mirror on the wall. Your turn. Who's the fairest one of all? On the wall, who's most misunderstood of all? I can't reflect, so what you see is what you get.
Love me! Hello, darling! That's me! She doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. I'm just saying, take a step, I'm full of surprise. She doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. Just see her take a finish. Applaud. Yes, louder. I adore you all.
Do you? Dare you boo me too? Well, that's just because I'm so horribly misunderstood. Do you not realize what a benevolent captain like myself can offer you? Freedom, wealth, glory, and above all, never growing old. We'll get a free tattoo. Why, it's like money in the bank. Come on, join up, and I'll be frank. Unless you do, you'll walk the plank. The choice is up to you. Sing. The choice is up to you. Well done. Little pitchy though, we'll work on it. Hello. No. Oh, magic mirror on the wall. All misunderstood, why? Hey, that's all. You'll love the life
hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
In the mirror away, have I? Why, there's no need to be frightened of me. Wasn't it my curse that brought sleeping beauty, the kiss of true love? I suppose you could say that the happily ever after of Princess Aurora was my doing. Does anyone ever think of it like that? It's never wrong to make things right. You love me as much the way you do this.
You see the severity of my situation, can't you? How I've been misunderstood by the cat!
Petty, insignificant, and awkwardly flamboyant.
Hey, who's hallmarking up the cat?
You misunderstand me most of all. The name in the mirror is mine, and mine alone!
Listen to what you want to find, what you want to have. All those famous I'm cunning, vengeful, and misunderstood! Thank you! Yes! You and your toys. Now don't forget! What you see is what you
Oh no.
And you've just seen some highlights then of Disney's villains, Unfairly Ever After. And you know what? I went into that show not really knowing what to expect or what it was really about. That was absolutely mind-blowingly good. All about the Disney villains that feel like they've been kind of unfairly treated. You had the magic mirror there, you had all the Disney villains all on the screens, and the screens were really impressive. All in those separate mirrors all around the stage. You had some projection mapping on the walls as well on either side. And then of course you had the actors, Cruella de Vil, Hook and Maleficent herself. The story was absolutely fantastic. The acting quality was great. The songs were really, really catchy in there. And it was just all of the effects, the cannons going off with Captain Hook and everything. It really was spectacular. Leaps and bounds better than what was there before, which was obviously Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. Stage has all been completely redone, the seating redone as well. Absolutely brilliant. I was blown away by that. It was about a 20-minute show. Highly, highly recommended to come and watch that if you're ever coming to visit Hollywood Studios. The movement on the stage where the mirrors were moving around, literally blown away by that. That was fantastic. Oh, and it's a 75-minute wait still for Rockin' Roller Coaster. I know I said I was going to join Single Rider, but I think I might come back to that a little bit later on. It's only a 45-minute wait for the Hollywood Tower of Terror. So I'm going to head over there first, and we'll get a ride in on that. Yeah, queue times around the park pretty busy today. We've got 100 minutes for Slinky Dog Dash. We've got 90 minutes for Rise of the Resistance. And Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is currently on a 70-minute wait as well. So yeah, very, very busy around the park today. But Hollywood Studios, like all Disney parks really, gets very, very busy. And unfortunately the thing is there's a lot of Lightning Lane passes that get sold in these parks as well. So usually the queue times, you can get pushed back even further if you get an influx of those Lightning users. But we'll head on over to the Tower of Terror. Looking forward to getting back on my ride. Let's go and check in, shall we? And then I think it'll be time for a little bit of lunch. It's about 11:30 now. Oh, do you know what? I'm so impressed with that show. I had a smile on my face the entire way through that. Absolutely brilliant. Here we are. The tower. Oh yes. And we've been queuing for about 30 minutes now then. I love these huge lanterns here. Really ornate, aren't they? All the detailing on there. I tell you, I really do love the Twilight Zone theming for this.
Yeah.
And I hope they never change it. Just about to enter the hotel. Oh, look at it in here. It's so creepy, isn't it? All of the old decor. All of the cobwebs dating back to the 30s.
I cried, but that was for an emotional reason.
Oh, it's great in here. I've been queuing for a total of 45 minutes then, and apparently there is something wrong with the lifts. Oh, here we are. I'm sure they'll be fixed really soon.
And do take special care to supervise your children.
Very own episode of The Twilight Zone. That door is opening once again. This time, it's opening for you.
And after my ride on the Hollywood Tower of Terror, then I've decided to grab myself a nice hot fudge sundae. Yeah, look at this, all the whipped cream, the cherry, vanilla ice cream, and hot fudge sauce in there. Looks absolutely stunning. Just over $8 for this, worked out at about £6.50 or so. And yeah, this is going to go down a ride treat. Oh, and I'll tell you what, that hot fudge sundae was absolutely delicious. I could have actually had a second one of those. Oh, it really was good. In terms of the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, though, absolute classic ride here. Opened in 1994, and that tower is an iconic structure here in this park, isn't it? You can see it from quite a few places around Disney World, and it's a great ride. It's one of the best rides out there of its type. I really do like the Twilight Zone theming and the storyline behind it. It's absolutely fantastic, and I really hope that that isn't changed at any point in the future. The ride system itself is very clever, all manufactured by Otis Elevators, who are actually a real-life elevator manufacturer. And there's some very interesting YouTube videos going in detail of the ride system and how it works. And it's all very, very interesting if you're into that sort of thing. Well worth a watch. The ride experience in there is all random as well. Depends how many drops you get, how many times you're lifted up, how far you're lifted up, all that kind of thing. It is only a 90-foot drop at its maximum, so it's not very high, but it's just the whole experience behind it that really makes it the ride that it is. I absolutely love it. Made my way around to Echo Lake now. Then we've got a showing of the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular starting at 1:15 p.m. So I'll put in some highlights of that coming up. just some highlights there then of the 1:15 showing of the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, and I still think that's an absolutely fantastic show. It's been here since the beginning and it hasn't really changed at all. The only thing that has changed really is the removal of the audience participation. Yeah, that's a little bit of a shame. That used to be really quite fun if you were ever chosen in the audience to go up on stage. I think that's probably more due to a health and safety thing though, more than anything else. I'll tell you what though, I've seen that show countless times, and about a third of those times that they always have trouble with the boulder scene. They had trouble with it again today. They really need to look at that to try and make it more reliable, but it's still a great show. Made my way down to Star Tours now then. This is another park original opening in 1989 and it's on just a 15-minute wait. Be rude not to, wouldn't it? And we've been queuing for about 10 minutes now then. There he is. There's R2. And C-3PO up there as well.
Fashion alert! Look at these beauties! Excuse me, sir. Yes?
Hold it right there, Captain.
I'm not actually the captain.
We're looking for this rebel spy. Have you seen them?
No one on this transport may possibly be a spy.
Dear, this is the speeder we're looking for. Blast them!
Where are we going? Archie, where are we going? We just lost the end of the moon. Look out! Got to fix those engines immediately. You know I can't swim. And neither can you.
Oh, and Star Tours is an absolute classic, isn't it? I'd hate to see that removed, even though it does feel a little bit out of place now with obviously Star Wars Galaxy's Edge further into the park. It kind of feels like you need to move that ride over to that area, but of course that's not quite possible. But yeah, it would fit the area a lot better, wouldn't it? As we move on down into Grand Avenue then, and the only remaining facades of the old Streets of America section. Yeah, you can still see them all up there. And of course all of this will be getting re-themed into Monstropolis. Yeah, the new Monsters Inc. area, all these buildings here on the outside, as well as Grand Park just through here. This is going to be the main heart of the area. And this area originally was going to be a fully Muppet themed area, but unfortunately that all fell through when Jim Henson passed away, with only Muppet 3D kind of actually getting developed. But you can see just on the right there, and some of the theming actually has already been removed for this. Yeah, this whole entire area is due to be completely walled off in just a couple of days. June 7th, this will no longer be accessible as it undergoes that huge transformation. Yeah, look at all the theming that's been taken off of the building here for Muppet Vision 3D. Yeah, we're getting our final showing of that in just a moment, but I just wanted to kind of document this area really, because this is all going to be looking very, very different in just a couple of years' time. I believe this building here, right in front of us, is going to be completely demolished. And then at the end of this area is where you're going to have the brand new suspended roller coaster based on the Door Factory from Monsters Inc. And I cannot wait to see that. That's going to be absolutely incredible. Yeah, it's going to be undergoing a lot of redevelopment, this area. I just thought I'd just come down here and just film how it looks now. But yeah, it feels like a lot of pieces have been removed around here already. And it is feeling quite tired now. Yeah, it's sad really. I will miss the Muppet Vision 3D. Of course, the Muppets themselves aren't going anywhere. Well, technically not anywhere. They're going just down the road to Rockin' Roller Coaster. They'll be taking over that ride. And then all this will be getting completely rethemed, yeah. Just document all this area for the last time. I am really looking forward to that suspended coaster though. I believe the technical term for it is the Laugh Factory, was it, I think, from Monsters Inc. I can't really remember. It's been a while since I've seen that film. Yeah, see you later, Kermit. Wonder where you'll be going. Just want to document the interior of this building as well, because yeah, how this is going to change in the future, who knows? Here we go. Pick up my glasses for the last time. Hey, here they are. And I will miss this. It always makes for a good laugh, this show. Oh wow, the doors are already open. Looks like I've timed this right. Missed the pre-show. But at least we're straight in. Muppet Vision 3D.
Shining right above you. Soft breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. 3 minutes between.
Guess I won't be needing this.
What's that?
It was for the big water skiing finale.
Anybody, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
You are ruining this film.
Well, I was just trying to
Get
help.
out.
I didn't mean anything.
Go away. Go away. Hey, what's all the commotion about? Bunny ran away. Well, you know what that makes him? Smarter than us. Anybody seen a bunny? I don't see a bunny. Where? Where? Oh, nothing up there but a bunny. A bunny? Bean!
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, Kermit, look! What? Bean, what are you doing out there?
I'm running away. Nobody would let me help in the movie.
Oh, this is a very moving moment. Yeah, I wish they'd move it to Pittsburgh.
Hey, Bean! What are we doing sticking around here? Let's burn rubber! He's Waldo, my 3D friend, and we're both leaving the movie.
Hey, I'll take you, penguin! Take it easy. Look, I'm sorry. Oh, look, wait, don't shoot. Stop, everybody. Stop. No, not you. Yeah. Look out.
What a cute ending.
Well, what do you think? We have time to go to the bathroom before the next show? We can't go, fool. We're bolted to the seat.
Make sure I picked up everything, Joe.
And there we are then, my final viewing of Muppet Vision 3D. A little bit of a shame that I missed the pre-show. However, the show itself is so much fun, and I am really going to miss that. From the animatronics, Bean, the hecklers, Kermit, Miss Piggy's song, the projection mapping that they've got going on there, and all the other effects. It really is a great show, about 15 minutes in length. And yeah, I am going to miss it. It's such a classic here. I've been watching it for so many years now. However, having said that, it has been here for a long time, and I am looking forward to seeing what actually goes into that building when all of this is redeveloped into Monstropolis. Really excited for the new suspended coaster that's going to be going in behind me here. That's going to be really, really cool. And I think as a whole, I think this area is in need of a refresh. So I think it's the right idea, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in this area over the next few years. And it's just gone 3 p.m. now then, and with Mama Mauro already closed in this area, I just leaves at Pizza Rizzo, and you know what, that's fine by me. Let's head on in and get a pizza. It hasn't been long since I had that chocolate fudge sundae, but to be honest, I'm hungry again. Oh, and here we go then. I feel like I've eaten so much on this 2-week trip here to Florida, but here we go. Mushroom pizza with a Caesar salad and a Coke Zero, and this came to just under $18, around about £14 at the current exchange rate. Smells great though. They can sometimes be a little bit greasy in here if you have the ones with all the meats, so I've decided to go for a mushroom one this time and see how much better it is. And I tell you what, that mushroom pizza was absolutely delicious, and I really hope that Pizza Rizzo doesn't go anywhere. I'm assuming it probably will do. It's probably going to be a brand new eatery in that area, but yeah, it was a really, really nice pizza, and yeah, it was less greasy with just the mushrooms and not like, you know, the pepperoni and the sausage and all that, as much as they are a lot tastier. I made my way back down to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway now then, because queue times around the park are pretty savage. It's currently a 100-minute wait for Toy Story Mania. So I'm going to come back to Mickey and Minnie's. Still on a 55-minute wait here, but I think that's okay. We'll join the queue for this one. It's a fantastic dark ride.
Nothing can stop us now. I tell you how. We're gonna make it happen.
Oh, hiya, folks. Want to take a ride on the train? Excuse me, you there.
Who, me?
Do you mind helping these good people into the cart room while I fix this here locomotive?
Through the hole in the wall? Sure.
Thanks. Be back in a jiffy to pick you all up.
Okay, if anything goes wrong in there, do not blame me. Good luck.
And waited just 35 minutes then for my ride on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Just a few highlights there then of the pre-show with that earwormy soundtrack. You hear that on the ride as well. Hey, let's go.
Welcome aboard, folks. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park.
Hiya, folks. Hello there. How you doing?
Hey, Mickey, will you?
I'm sure you can good care of our friend.
Morning, there we wait. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh no! I must have hit that track switch. Wait!
This is all my fault.
Minnie, let's get that runaway train. They're right there. Not a chance. We made it. Nothing can stop us now. We have to stop them from moving all over the Welcome, dancers, welcome. Come. Oh, look at all those bright, smiling faces. It's so nice to see you. Come on in. Don't be shy. That's right. Everyone to your positions. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, excellent. You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Now, let's
Well, that concludes my guided tour. Hope you had a relaxing ride around the park. And thanks for sticking with me. Hey, picnickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Nothing can stop us now. I'm so
And waited just 35 minutes then out of an advertised 55 for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And do you know what? I absolutely love that attraction. The technology of that ride is so impressive with all the projection mapping, all the animatronics, and basically the way the sets kind of fold away at various points throughout the ride. It's incredible, and I love the pre-show as well, where you kind of step through into that cartoon world and then you step back out of it again at the exit. There's some good audio on the train. I love seeing Goofy, and the trackless dark ride system in there is really, really impressive. The way it all kind of splits up at the start and you all take your own kind of pathways through the ride. Really, really is cool. You got some effects in there as well, like the wind effect when you see the tornado. It really, really is great. Replaced the great movie ride that opened back in 2020, and I do kind of miss that ride. You had like Casablanca in there, you had that alien scene, which was really, really cool. But again, things tire, they get tired and they age, don't they? And this was an absolutely fantastic replacement for that. Love riding it every single time I come here. And after that ride on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway then, I am going to head back on over to Rockin' Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith to get my last rides on that, in its current form of course. But I just thought I'd stop by the animation courtyard here first. You've got this iconic archway that leads into it. And yeah, this is one of the areas of the park that I actually thought was getting a little bit tired. I originally thought that Monstropolis was going to be in this area. But yeah, of course we know now that that's not the case. The Little Mermaid: A Musical Adventure is actually back in action though. This wasn't open when I visited in 2023, so it's good to see that back up. We've also got Donald here, a couple of meet and greets going on. And of course you've got the Star Wars launch bay at the back. This building on the right here though, I'm not quite sure what's going on in here now. Again, this was another building that was closed in 2023. Does appear to be open now. We've got a cow. I'm not quite sure who that is. And in here it's very much like Communical Hall over at Epcot here. Bit of a party going on, all the kids getting involved. I like all the lighting around, that's really nice. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, you got some characters in here as well. You got Mickey over there he is. Hey! Got someone else over here. Yeah, just a fun area for the kids. It's good to see that area with a bit more life to it, isn't it? Yeah, back when I visited in 2023, it really was quite deserted, and it felt like it was an area that was dying, and that's originally why I thought Monstropolis was going to be over there. That used to be the starting point for the backlot tour, back when they used to do that here at Hollywood Studios. That's going back some time now. Yeah, like I say, I'm going to make my way back over to Rockin' Roller Coaster then, get my final rides in on this before the Muppets take over. Hopefully the queue times drops a little bit. I haven't checked on the app yet, but I will join single rider if not. And it is still an 85-minute wait for Rockin' Roller Coaster then, so I am going to go for single rider. Hopefully that'll shave some of the time off. Let's see.
How about some backstage passes? Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Make it happen. Come on.
Okay, I'll make it happen. Now get out of here. I hate all of you.
See ya. Have a nice ride.
Bye, Sal.
And here we are in the station for my final ride on Rockin' Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. Looking forward to this. I'll switch over to the GoPro and some Onride footage coming up. some on-ride footage there then of Rockin' Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. Just put a little bit in there because again it's pitch black and you can't really see too much. But I think that's an absolutely great ride, it really is. Manufactured by Vekoma, 0 to 57 in just over 2 seconds. And I think it's really good. It had a recent refurb where they kind of improved the lighting and it's actually riding really smooth there. I had a row 6 ride and I do like the way that you kind of start off with that launch, you get your backstage passes and then you end up basically at the hotel at the end of the ride. And like I said, it's really, really smooth. Looks good in there. There's a sea serpent roll in there and a corkscrew, 3 inversions. And yeah, it's just a fun ride. If you want to get an idea of what the layout is like, have a look at Wallaby Holland's Express Platform 13. That is essentially an identical layout. It always surprises me really that you can actually take bags on there and just have them down at your feet, even though there's 3 inversions on there. It's really, really cool actually. I will miss that version of the ride, but looking forward to seeing what happens when the Muppets take over a little bit later on. And after that absolutely awesome ride on Rockin' Roller Coaster then, I'm making my way down to Toy Story Land. Hey! Got the cinema ride in front of us though, where you can meet Ariel from the live action story, and it's still showing Walt Disney One Man's Dream as well, which is really worth seeing if you've not already done so here at Hollywood Studios. I've just noticed this though off to the left. Yeah, this is all closed off now. Not sure if it was open earlier. We usually get quite a lot of meet and greets going on in there, but yeah, as you can see, the gates are fully across. That used to be where you used to access Toy Story Mania from before Toy Story Land became a thing. But of course, that entranceway all changed when this all opened up down here. Toy Story Land, yay, 11 acres, all themed to Andy's backyard. And of course, you're greeted by the big old Woody right at the start. Got a smokehouse down here, Slinky Dog Dash, Toy Story Mania. I tell you what though, it's been a busy day here at the park, and once again, time has kind of run off with me here. I mean, you can only do what you can do when it's a busy day at a Disney park. But unfortunately, I've only really got 90 minutes until I have to start making my way down to Fantasmic. So I think that pretty much means I'm only going to get one more ride in for today, and I really want that to be Rise of the Resistance. So yeah, I'm going to make my way down to Galaxy's Edge.
Hey, I'm Sheriff Woody.
Hey.
Come on in. I can't wait for the rest of the toys to meet you.
Oh, and the theming here is great though, isn't it? It looks great. Got Jesse up there with Rex. You've got the Roundup Rodeo just off to the right. That's obviously the barbecue. And there comes Slinky Dog. Hey! I remember last time I rode this back in 2023. I waited a long old time for this. I got stung over and over again with lightning lanes. It was a very frustrating wait. I'm pretty sure it was approaching 2 hours. And then of course you've got Toy Story Mania just off to the left there. I just love all the theming in this area, all the big fairy lights here, strung across the top.
We're good.
Hey, it's a great area, it really is. Oh, it's fantastic. All the little photo ops around here. Really is great. And then Slinky Dog Dash. Yeah, I'm going to miss getting my ride on here. It is a really fun ride. We'll put in some off-ride shots instead.
The backyard? Welcome! I'd love to come down and shake your hands. Really, I don't have to come down for any reason. Hang on. Here we go.
And some off-ride footage there then of Slinky Dog Dash, currently on a 60-minute wait. It's just all the signage in this area as well, though, isn't it? Look at it. It's great. Love the entrance signage to Slinky. And you got this bridge that goes over as well with all the lights. And just to give you some idea of the queue times in this area, looking at 40 minutes for Toy Story Mania and currently 30 minutes for the swirling saucers. So yeah, queue time's pretty high in this area, but actually that's not that bad, to be fair. Usually all the rides in this area are at least an hour. It does tail off a little bit towards the end of the day, but not really all that much. Yeah, it's just great around here. Love the big ball in the background there. Yeah, it's just like the signage for here as well, you know, like the restrooms and Woody's lunchbox there, all keeping with that same kind of font and aesthetic. It's really nice. And there is Alien Swirling Saucers. There he is. Ooh. That's a fun ride, that. I wouldn't wait 30 minutes for it, though, I gotta be honest. It's just such a well-themed area. I love all of this. It's great. I mean, look at the restrooms there with the Scrabble tiles. That's great. The game of Cootie. There he is. There's Buzz. And the Aliens Swirling Saucers signage. Yeah, I do like that, as you can see.
Toys.
30 minutes.
Hyperdrives to hyperactive. Your mission here is playtime, and lots of it.
There he is, the man himself. But as much as I do enjoy Toy Story Land, it's time to make that transition to Batuu. Oh, absolutely love this land. 14 acres with rides, shops. You got Savvy's workshop and the droid depot here as well. It's an incredible area, this, it really is. It's just all the sound effects and everything. It's Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Here we are. Oh, it's such a great area. I mean, I'm not even a huge fan of Star Wars, to be honest, but this area is just absolutely awesome. Of course, you've got Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run here, and also the ride that I'm coming down to get my rides in today, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Obviously, both of them opened in 2019. And Rise of the Resistance, it really is an incredible trackless dark ride. One of the best dark rides in the world, in my opinion. Oh, I just love this area so much. And there's the Millennium Falcon. So impressive, that, isn't it? Of course, that is at the entrance to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, which is an interactive simulator. Really fun ride, that, actually. And usually in single rider, you don't actually wait too long. However, I can't take the risk, unfortunately, at the moment. But yeah, basically assigned a team of 4 people. You get given different roles, like gunner, engineer, and you got 2 pilots. You basically got all the interactives, the buttons, the switches, and the levers that you've got to pull. And the better you do, the higher your score at the end of it. It really is a fun ride. But yeah, I just haven't got the time to do it today, unfortunately. Like I say, it's been a busy day at the park, and you can only do what you can do. So gonna head on over to Rise of the Resistance and join that queue. Such an impressive area, this. It's only on 14 acres, but it cost $1 billion to build all of this. And to be honest, you can see why. Really is fantastic. I mean, you've got all these little locked off areas with all of the props and all of the theming behind and everything. I mean, this just doesn't need to be there, does it? It doesn't even need to be on show, but it is there, and it just adds so much to the area. I mean, look at this in here. All of your little shops and stalls and stuff off to the right and to the left. Selling all of your merch. It's such an immersive area, this, it really is. Incredibly well done. Absolutely stunning. And here is the Droid Workshop, where you can effectively build your own droid to take home and love. You get all your pieces to choose from. And like I say, there is Savvy's workshop here as well, where you can build your own lightsaber, but that's a very exclusive experience and quite expensive. I did do it a couple of years ago. And the droid workshop is great, all the moving parts in the ceiling. Absolutely awesome. Here we go then, Rise of the Resistance, currently listed at 75 minutes. Going to join the single rider, see how long I wait. Hopefully I can shave off more time than I did with Rock 'n' Roller Coaster. Now unfortunately, if you do take single rider, you do miss out on some of the pre-show experiences, including the simulator type attraction, but you do still get to see this, which is very cool. Scale in here is so huge, really impressive. This guy's watching me, I saw you.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
They're needed on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
Improved, droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you. Take those turbo lifts and stay out of trouble.
Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, those are the prisoners.
Your power is blown. Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway?
Take cover, recruits! The escape pod's just below us. Take the lifts down. Hurry!
No, not up. I said down.
No evidence. Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. And then I will destroy you and the resistance.
You guys really like cutting it close, don't you? Okay, you're clear.
Your escape pods came in a little off target. Ground crews will meet you outside the wreck.
All right, nice job, recruits. Not what you signed on for, but hey, you're resistance now. I think I have that authority. Right, Beck? Where's the lieutenant? I need eyes on Beck. I know, scan for his pod beacon.
Four escape pods down in Sector 4. Verification pending.
Rise of the Resistance is an absolutely phenomenal dark ride. It's one of the best dark ride experiences anywhere in the world. From the queue line detailing and theming to obviously the pre-show sequences and the ride system itself. Advertised at 75 minutes, weighted 25 in single rider. However, as mentioned, it is worth noting that you don't get any of those pre-show experiences with single rider, including Daisy Ridley giving a bit bit of the backstory, and of course that simulator experience as well. You come in at the big hangar sequence with all of the stormtroopers around, so that's worth bearing in mind, as those pre-show scenes and sequences are worth doing if you've not done them before. In terms of the ride experience itself though, it's fantastic. It's one of the best examples of a trackless dark ride system anywhere in the world. All the scenes in there, the effects, it's just brilliant. The lighting, the battles that goes on, it really is great, and everything working in there today as well. Obviously the drop sequence with the escape pod still catches everybody off guard. The plasma sword coming through the ceiling, that's a really nice effect. It's just a really exceptionally well done dark ride, and I love riding it every single time I come here. And for 25 minutes, for me, who you know, someone who's done those pre-show sequences before, on a busy day like today here at Hollywood Studios, that was a godsend. Oh, it's just such a phenomenal ride. I absolutely love it. I can't speak highly enough about that ride. It really is great. But anyway, now I'm going to be heading over to get my seat ready for Fantasmic, the nighttime spectacular here at Hollywood Studios. So yeah, I'm going to go and get a drink, and then I'll see you over at the stage. And as I make my way over to the Hollywood Hills Amphitheatre, then it'd be rude not to include a bit of footage of Gertie, wouldn't it? Here he is. Hey! Smoke coming out of his nose and everything. And Echo Lake is an area of the park that hasn't changed in a long, long time. Yeah, Gertie and the boat down the back, SS down the hatch. And this lake here, yeah, this was all here even back in 1991 when I first visited. Been here since the opening of the park, and it still looks great. And some highlights there then of the nighttime spectacular here at Hollywood Studios Fantasmic. And I'll tell you what, the feels that brings up in me, it makes me relive my youth. It really does. I first saw that show all the way back in 1992 in California, which is where it actually started out. And while I still do prefer that show, mainly because they used the Liberty Bell on the lake for that back in California, it is just as magical here in Florida. It's just everything about it. The music, the props, the scenes that are projected onto the fountains, the boat at the end, the characters. I mean, no one does a character show quite like Disney, do they? And it's just everything about it. Sorcerer Mickey just at the end there, all the lighting, and some of the props are huge as well, like the snake, the dragon. You've got all the fire that comes out onto the water, all accompanied with that soundtrack. And the stage itself is very, very impressive. And it's great that they keep it all up to date as well. Of course, over the years, you've had Frozen added, Mulan, you've got Encanto, and actually that Moana scene that was shown tonight, I've never seen that before, so that was good to see. It's just an absolutely magical show. Don't ever miss it if you come to Hollywood Studios. It is fantastic and well worth the 30 minutes that it takes to watch it. Get down there early though, as the gates do tend to open at around 8 o'clock, and if you leave it past 8:30, you're not going to get the best seat. You want to kind of be towards, at least in the first third, I would say, of seating to catch that show. That gives the best viewpoints, either on the left or the right. Unfortunately, I was kind of right in the middle today, which means I was kind of looking through the two fountains, which doesn't offer the best viewing, but you do get quite a good view of the stage in the middle. So yeah, left or right side is my recommendation in the first third of the seating. Absolutely brilliant show. I love it to bits. And the Hollywood Tower Hotel looks so good at night, doesn't it, with all the lighting. I love the way the O is out and the D kind of flickers just to add to that dilapidated look. I think it's fantastic. Oh, look at it, what a ride. Anyway, I'm going to put some more footage now of around Sunset Boulevard and Hollywood Boulevard, of the buildings and the lights, as we head to the exit to wrap up today's vlog. And with that last look around the park then, that's going to bring this vlog from Disney's Hollywood Studios to a close. And it's been an absolutely fantastic day. I've always enjoyed getting back to this park. It's been a busy day. There's been a couple of attractions that I haven't managed to do. Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, Slinky Dog Dash and Toy Story Mania are the three that I would have liked to have got done. However, I'm still actually pretty pleased with what I have managed to do today, considering it's been such a busy day. It's been great to get back on some of my favourite rides here, including Rise of the Resistance, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We obviously saw the Indiana Jones stunt show, watched the Muppets 3D Theatre for the last time. Oh, I'm going to miss that. And obviously Rockin' Roller Coaster as well for the last time in its current form. Really looking forward to the future, to seeing what those areas actually turn into, how they develop, and how they're going to look when they're turned into Monstropolis, and obviously when the Muppets move over into Rockin' Roller Coaster. Really looking forward to seeing that. But I gotta say, the highlight of the show today was the new Villains Unfairly Ever After stage show. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. I really did enjoy that. As I said earlier in my review, all the moving portraits, all the mirrors around the stage, the screens, the actors, the songs were really catchy. I really enjoyed that show. And that was a show that I kind of went in expecting nothing really. I didn't really know what it was all about. So really happy with that. That was a really good show. Highly recommended if you are coming down to the resort. That's actually been one of my favorite parts today, aside from getting on obviously Rise of the Resistance, which in my opinion is still one of the best dark rides out there anywhere in the world. And that's been it, not only just from Hollywood Studios, but that wraps up the final vlog here from this Florida trip of 2025, and it has been absolutely brilliant. I always enjoy coming here. As a 42-year-old adult, it still brings me so much joy and nostalgia to visit these parks. Disney, Universal, SeaWorld. It really has been a fantastic trip. It's been a challenging trip this time. Vlogging the Florida parks is really full on, and it's been difficult this time because of that excessive heat that we had in the first 10 days really of the trip. So it has been difficult at times, I'm not gonna lie, but like I say, the joy that it brings me coming here far outweighs any of that. And in terms of the vlogs and the series, I want to thank you so much for watching, not just here at Hollywood Studios, but for those of you that have followed the series since the start. Started obviously with Epic Universe's opening day, and then we've covered all 4 of the main Disney parks, the 3 Universal parks, and of course SeaWorld Orlando, and of course Busch Gardens Tampa. God, I forgot where I've been. So thank you so much if you've watched any of those vlogs. If you haven't, yeah, please head back and yeah, give them a watch, and in a bit of engagement, thumbs up, even if it's just a comment, really does help out the videos here from Florida, because yeah, they do struggle with views when I post from here. I'm not quite sure why, but yeah, they do. So any engagement is much appreciated, and I would like to say thank you so much to those that have been watching all of the series, including this video right here from Hollywood Studios. But that is it, the trip is over. I got a nice day off to relax tomorrow, and then I will be heading back home to the UK. So from here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, I want to thank you so much for following along in the series. And as always, happy riding everybody, and I shall see you back in the UK. Good night and thank you.